Bienvenidos, Ushamdi, and welcome to this Hut8 tutorial on how to tip on Twitter using Stellar Lumens, or XLM as they're commonly referred to. I've got my Stellar Lumens QR code at the bottom of the screen there, and so let's go ahead and dive in. Now, this was just a few hours ago where Luminance.com actually launched a Kickstart campaign here, and it's all about tipping with Stellar Lumens on Twitter. Now, I'm going to include this link in the description for my video so that you can come here and reference these steps, but we're going to walk through each and every one of these. So you can see it talks about tipping, but the first thing that we're going to talk about is if you wanted to tip, how would you get Stellar Lumens into your Twitter account? Now, let me go ahead and describe the tip bot as sort of a central bank on Twitter for your XLM, right, or for your Stellar Lumens. And when you send your lumens to the tip bot, you're going to use this memo field here to differentiate you from the other users who are on Twitter who are using the Stellar Lumens tip bot. So when I send my lumens in, the tip bot looks at the memo and ensures that my lumens go into my little safety deposit box in that Stellar Lumens tip bot bank. Now, it's not a wallet, and it's not somewhere that you should be storing. And when I say it's not a wallet, I mean it's not somewhere where you should be thinking this is a great place to store all of my Stellar Lumens. Again, you only want to keep the amount in there that you would be willing to lose. And that's one of the caveats that the creator, Dark Coder, has put on the Reddit page, because you can also tip with Stellar Lumens on Reddit. In fact, I've done up a video on that already. You can see it here. If you wanted to come in, you would just basically search my page for how to tip Stellar Lumens on Reddit. And that is one of the pieces of advice that he gives, is make sure that you're only keeping enough Stellar Lumens with the XLM tip bot that if something were to happen and you were to lose those, that it wouldn't be the end of the world. So again, safekeeping, keep them in a wallet. On Twitter, keep as many as you'd like, just enough so that you can go ahead and tip people out and reward content creators. And again, if you're a content creator, there is literally no fee to do this. I mean, you can go ahead and set this up and start monetizing with Stellar Lumens and accept tips over Twitter. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to reward some people that are out there. But first, let's talk about the deposit. If I wanted to get some Stellar Lumens into my Stellar Lumens TipBot account on Twitter, here is the address. And again, it's a single address, but it's the memo field that's going to differentiate me from the other users who are also tipping out. So I'm going to come to my Lobster wallet here. I'm going to paste in that address for the Stellar Lumens tip bot. I'm going to say the amount, we're going to do 5, and I think I've already got some in there. I should have about 10 or 11 in there right now. And then here's the memo field. And here's where we say Twitter, and you can see it's already in here, / Travis P. Bonfili. And again, that's my Twitter handle. You'll notice you don't include the @ sign. It's just simply Twitter / Travis P. Bonfili. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click send. And the transaction is going to process. I'm going to jump over to Twitter here. And let's now do this. I'm looking for the XLM tip bot. Now, if you haven't followed the XML tip bot, this is definitely what you want to do, because it's the XML tip bot that you're going to be interacting with to find out your balance, or to do a deposit, or to do a withdrawal. And so once you follow the XLM bot, they're going to go ahead and they're going to follow you right back auto-magically. So take a look here, right? It's absolutely fantastic where I get this message telling me, hey, 5 XLM have been successfully deposited to your account. So if I wanted to see my balance, tell me my balance, and you can see I had some lumens in there previously. I've now got 16 Stellar Lumens in my XLM TipBot account. All right. So we talked about how to get the lumens into your account. Now let's talk about how we can reward content creators or individuals who are out there making a difference by tipping them some Stellar Lumens. Now there's a couple of ways that we can do this. I can simply reply to something that someone has put up there. So here's Tim Miller. Tim is going to be presenting at Cisco Live, which is in June in Orlando. So let's go ahead and let's reply to Tim, who I love his handle here, @BroadcastStorm, right? So I'm going to reply to Tim, and I'm going to say, @XLM_bot, and we're going to do to XLM. I'm going to say, thanks, and looking forward to seeing you at Cisco Live. Here is a Stellar Lumens tip. All right, so I'm replying, right? I could also do a comment even. So if I were to do this, let me copy this actually. Let's do this here. Let me copy this. And let me go ahead and comment. We could retweet out. And so you can see that I've sent the tip out here with my reply. So let's check and see what happened. Let me come back. Let's go to messages. Let's take a look at the XLM bot here and take a look. You tipped 2 Stellar Lumens to BroadcastStorm. Now he's going to get a notification of that tip. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and send a tip to my own account, because let's see what happens. Because again, we didn't get to see what Tim is seeing on his side. So here we go. Let me go ahead and say, tell me my balance. All right, so I'm now down to 12, right? Because I did tip Tim some lumens, and so now I'm down to 12. So let's go ahead and take a look here at a message. Let's tweet @TravisINE, right? And again, this is sort of an account I've set up for some testing here. So let's say @XLM_bot. Again, the first tip went to Tim with a comment. Now I'm just simply composing a brand new tweet here, and let's see if this works. I'll say @XLMbot1 XLM, hey, thanks for the help. Right? So again, simple message. So we've seen how we can reply with a comment and send a tip. Here's how we can compose a brand new tweet and let's send the tip. And let me move over now to Google Chrome. And you can see I ran tell me my balance. I've got a balance of 0 here. And take a look at that. Travis Bonfili tipped 1 XLM. Have fun and enjoy the stellar experience. And so I get this notification in the form of a direct message from the tip bot. Now, I think I'm already following the XLM tip bot. So let's do this. Let's see what happens if I come over here and I unfollow the tip bot. So now I'm not following the tip bot anymore, right? So I'll pull this up, and now let's do another tweet. So let's see what it looks like for a user that is not following the XML tip bot. What kind of a notification do they get? So let's say XLM bot, and I'll say 1 XLM, and we'll go ahead and we'll fire this out. So again, the Travis INE account, which is this account here, right, is not following the XLM bot, but take a look what happens anyway. So even though I'm not following the Stellar Lumens tip bot, I get a direct message notification. So what I want to do is, if I came over here, I shouldn't say direct message notification, I get a notification. And you can see, you can see that the notifications are showing up from the tweets that were being generated. And I actually sent these 2 before. If you're wondering how the balance went from I think it was 16 to 12, and I only showed Tim's tip. I had set 2 here just to test to make sure that this was going to work well. So now we've sent 2. So how do I check my balance? Well, remember, let's go ahead and follow the XLM bot, because this is how we manage our Stellar Lumens with the XML bot. So I'm going to click follow, and then we're going to go to message. We've got XLM Lumens here. So now I can say, tell me my balance. And we've got 2 XLM, right? So we've got 2 Stellar Lumens. Okay, so let's kind of level set on where we're at right now. We talked about how to deposit Stellar Lumens into Twitter if you're looking to tip users with Stellar Lumens using the XLM tip bot. We talked about making the deposit. We talked about the importance of the memo field, that's how it differentiates you. We just showed how you can comment to somebody and tip that individual. We showed how you can send a net new tweet to an individual, and even if they're not following the XLM Twitter tip bot, they're going to get a notification letting them know, hey, you've been tipped. We've seen how you can check your balance, and most importantly, we talked about for safekeeping, right? Once you're generating the reception of tips, right? Once people are tipping you with the XLM, you're going to want to move those into your wallet, and that's what we're going to cover here. We're going to do this last. So how would I now go ahead and move these into my wallet? And we just got a message here that we tip Travis INE, so you can see we're getting direct message. So if I say, tell me my balance. All right, so I've got 10 Stellar Lumens. Well, I'm going to move 5 of these back into my Lobster wallet. So let's come over here. We'll say, close that down. We'll say receive. And so here is my address. I'm going to copy that. There's my QR code as well. And we come right in here. So how do we do the withdraw? Well, the withdraw is very simple, right? We're just simply going to say withdraw the amount of XLM. And so I'll say 5. Now, I'm going to say 2, and I'm going to put in my public key. I'm going to go ahead and click send again because, and please make sure you have the format that matches your amount. Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up there. I needed to say withdraw. I apologize. And I'm going to say withdraw 5 XLM. I was missing the XLM 2. And I'm going to put my public account address there. Right? And there we go. And we should get something back from the XLM tip bot here in short order, letting us know that it's gone ahead and it's executed the withdrawal. And take a look at that. They're on their way. Let me come over here and let's see if I take a look at history. And there they are. Take a look at how quick that, I mean, it was instantaneous that those popped in there, right? So super, super fast. Very, very convenient. All right. So that is really the XLM Twitter tip bot in a nutshell. If you wanted to, if you don't want your name associated in the public ledger, what you can also do, and I'm going to do this on the INE account because I don't want to mess up my account, you can change your memo ID. In other words, you can refresh your memo ID, and it's going to give you, and this is what you would use in that memo ID slot. So instead of Twitter/Travis P. Bonfili, I would put Twitter/ and this string that's about to be generated right here. Again, this is for anonymity. If you don't want your Twitter username in the public ledger, you would say refresh my memo ID and hit enter, and the Twitter XLM tip bot is going to come back here, and that is now what I need to use for all subsequent deposits. And that's critical because if I was to run that command again, refresh my memo ID, right? From here on out, whatever the memo ID is, that has to be used for deposits. So if I mistakenly put that memo ID in, it's not going to get to me. I've lost it, right? So be very careful with this refresh memo ID. All right, well, that is going to wrap up this tutorial on how you would tip on Twitter using Stellar Lumens. So get out there, reward the content providers who are making an effort and producing some amazing content. There are a lot of them that are out there. And that is all I've got. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching, and I definitely hope this was worth your time. Thank you.